Going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs. Summertown Eagles. Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, welcome back at it as we're getting ready for our third contest of the day as Summertown Lady Eagles will be playing the Jackson Christian Lady Eagles. It will be me, Mr. Clint Brazier, Mr. Brian Long, and Mr. Adam Lindsay, and Will Pettis, our technical man extraordinaire on this call. Guys, we talked to Coach Jeremy Jean at halftime. He said he was very happy with the way we started out in that first contest, but then next thing you know, it was a 9-point deficit. A 9-point lead after leading by as many as 24. So he's trying to look for teams that finish, but he also said he's got kids out here that he asked them what their role was last year, and they said clap and cheer.
That was good.
So kind of what are you guys looking for going in this second contest of the day for our Lady Eagle squad?
Well, for me, Clint, I mean, number one, it's the second game, as you said. Just composure. I mean, it's not going to be easy, right? I mean, we're playing a quality opponent. You're in your second game of the day. They're in their first. I mean, it's going to be, and our guards are inexperienced right now. I think we got good players, but, I mean, they're just going to have to grow through some things, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. How can we take care of the ball? Can we just execute? We might not score, but can we get what we want?
Yeah. Adam, you good on that?
I think Brian just did a great assessment. I will tell you that I listened. I wasn't here for that girls' game. I got here right as it ended, but I listened to y'all on my phone the whole way here. It's a younger team. You've got young kids coming up, so you got to take baby steps here. I know I mentioned, fouling a jump shooter. They get it to 10. I heard Will talking about it. I mean, those are the things. Look, you're never going to be perfect right now, this young, but you want to see improvement. You got to cut out those mistakes. How to finish off teams, right? When you're up 24. Hey, put the hammer down, get it to 30 so you can get young kids playing in. You can't, because, look, we know what's coming up for this team. You know the district and the teams they're dealing with, the Lorettas of the world and everything. You can't let up.
Yeah.
Ever.
Also, I want to give a shout-out to somebody I never, ever thought I would, but a big shout-out to the Florida Gators. They were Tennessee fans are the biggest Florida fans there probably will ever be as they knock off Ole Miss today. I want to give a big shout-out to Booter Long. Booter, I guess him and Fred must not be here. They must be watching it from somewhere else, but he's been texting me back and forth and stuff. So, Booter, hope you and Fred are doing good. Getting ready to set this off. Got a whole new set of officials, and two of them that I've seen so far. I've said it. I would take them any basketball game that you could ever have. Don't know who the third one is coming up, but
I don't normally like to talk about officials, and it's really not a big deal usually. But I'm gonna tell you something. Curly for years. He's actually, we can really start calling him Curly and be telling the truth.
Because
look at his hair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of growing out a little bit.
Well, I don't want to get on Curly, but when I'm sitting here watching him, Curly was refereeing like Wes' youth league games when he was like third and fourth grade, and now Wes is in about his 11th or 12th year coaching high school.
My mother has a middle school picture of me playing in whatever that county or whatever tournament down in Loretta for E.O. Kaufman, and Curly's in the background refereeing.
Yeah.
And I'm 45.
I'm going to tell you what, there's not many officials that you see. And does he do baseball, Clint?
Mm-hmm. I know he's done. I know he does softball.
Well, we know he does softball, football, and basketball.
Yeah, I think he gave up baseball years ago and just strictly went softball. But he started out in baseball.
Yeah.
Well, he's like me. He's a golfer. Them bad habits, that cost a lot of money. You got to have a lot of side gigs. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you too. You know, he's a fun guy to be around and stuff, and he'll joke with and stuff. But he's business. You know, when he's out here, and, you know, I've officiated with him on the football field a few times, and hey, he just goes out and does his thing. You know, he doesn't really let much bother him, and really good guy.
All right, we're getting back to basketball. We've got your starting five for Summertown. Senior Riley Blackwood and senior Abby Jo Schaefer, senior Hannah Jones. Your two juniors, Miss Ella Busby and Gabby Long. Looks like number 30, Gibson Boykin for Jackson Christian. Number 2, Riley Bradford. Number 34, Tess Little. Number 21, Carly Holt. And number 24, Blakely Melton. I think, you know, win or lose, I think if you're Coach Gene, you kind of hope this Jackson Christian team kind of gets in you a little bit and pressures you, because this is the best kind of practice your guards that haven't had just a bulk of playing time in varsity games. This is what they need.
No, I think you're right, Clint. With the team we're putting on the floor right now, the inexperience, winning them all right now, I don't think it's going to help get us where we want to be. And I mean, of course, we want to win, but we need to face some adversity. They need to have some growing pains, and then if we do that by tournament time, I feel confident we'll be where we want to be.
All right. Also to note, I think Miss Hannah Jones, did she just sign with Freed Hardeman?
Yeah, I was talking to her dad Luke out in the lobby in between games a while ago. Yep, she just signed with Freed.
Well, that's awesome.
Congratulations to her. Yep.
She's a great kid, man.
Also, if we don't get a screenshot down there, we have our three-point specialist from last year, Miss Olivia Riggs. She's going to be the bookkeeper for Coach Jeremy Jean and his squad, so she can't get away just yet.
I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to Jeremy, because I said, are they paying you? She said, yeah. And I thought, well, now wait a minute.
Well, you got about 20 years unpaid work.
Well, they've got all that money saved up from not paying you, so they can afford to pay her. So.
I think maybe our holdup was possibly waiting on another official, but it looks like we may just be going to start this with 2.
So you guys said we had to replace official the last game. I wonder if he was the one that was supposed to be in the third one in this crew.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was actually the second game of the day, the boys' game, Wayne County and Huntland. And, Adam, I don't know if you heard this, but long down court pass just hit a referee right in the head and knocked him out.
Really?
And so
was this like a bullet pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam's Will's got
Will's got the replay. I rely on Will to have me the replay of this. That's awesome.
And I think we may be waiting. I guess we are. I guess we're just – here we go.
Really? That's crazy, Will. I missed that guy.
And who knows this official's name? Because I think he's a good official, too.
I don't know, but that's exactly what I was about to say. I'd never have felt bad when he's on the floor either.
And I'll tell you guys, I'll be honest, I don't know him. He just doesn't I can't place it.
Well, you know, guys, I will say this. I talked about how much I miss this, and I'm glad Exports is letting me keep calling them without kids playing. But I'll say one thing. These officials out here are sure not going to miss Dr. J. Chapman at these ball games. Three-pointer up, rattles out. Jones fighting for the rebound, going to get a tie. I think Jones got knocked in the mouth just a little bit there.
Took a lick.
So it looks like they are going to apply full-court pressure. Looks like just straight-up full-court man. As Long has it. No, they're in a zone. Looks like it may be a 1-3-1.
That's what it does.
Busby getting trapped where you don't want to have the basketball, but she does get to Long. Long attacks, gives out to Blackwood. Blackwood driving baseline, stops, gets blocked. Good job there by Carly Holt, the center. She did block it, but she couldn't come down with it clean, and then she will get called for steps.
They're athletic. I mean, we've watched one possession. Man, they're athletic.
Lob it up top to Gabby. Now to Ella in the corner. Back up top to Gabby Long. She's wide open. Ella sees it. She'll shoot it just a little short, but Abby Jo gets a rebound. Now Long back to Busby. Telegraphs that one. And Carly Holt's going to come away with a steal. Here comes Jackson Christian. Swing pass over to Bradford, fed down low. Holt with it, trying to work in off Jones. Good defense by Jones, tipping that away, and Busby comes away with a loose ball. Busby getting trapped now, going to be another turnover. Hey, guys, that's part of that what we said. You got to recognize that double team quicker.
And that's a push out of bounds. Should be called. Into the scorer's desk, actually.
Ella made a dent in that. She moved that thing back 8 inches. She got a hard head like her mother. Will, I watched the Party on the Square. They were showing it again. I couldn't help it. I watched it again this morning, and that thing, you did a great job on that if I hadn't told you enough. Busby gets trapped again, gets kicked away that time. It'll stay with Summertown as Gibson Boykin for Jackson Christian is going to knock that away. They feed it in to Schaefer. Now Long has it back. Thought about the step back. 6:40 here in the first quarter. Still no score. Busby driving in. She's going to get fouled again. That'll be on Boykin.
You know, but Jackson Christian looks really good defensively. We're not able to reverse the ball right now. We're not able to get in any kind of offense.
Lob pass. Schaefer, jumper at the elbow. Rolls around, no good. Good inbound set and a good look. Schaefer just couldn't get the ball to fall. Here comes Jackson Christian with it. Bradford over to Boykin. Boykin, top of the key, picked up by Long. Swings it over in the corner. Now fed down low to Holt. Gets tipped around. Jones with another takeaway. Coach Gene hollering go, and we're going to have another foul. I think that was Aaron opportunity that the ball had kind of got away from Ella, and we got lucky with a foul.
With the pressure they're giving, Summertown's got to be tough and attack it. You know, you done got picked up 3 quick fouls. You've got to get them out of this and go in, pump fake, get people up in the air.
Gabby has a good take, but just couldn't get that shot to go down. Forced just a little bit. Now they're going to feed it down to Holt. Holt trying to make something happen, goes up. Shot won't go, but she's fouled. I might have been a little bit of a makeup cause. I thought Abby pretty well defended that as good as she could.
Yeah, I don't know what you do different. I mean, looked like good position, but
this is our cohorts over here to the side of us, our media men from Jackson. They call her Schaffer. But it's still a lot better than Brazier.
So do I have the permission to call her Schaffer the rest of the year?
No.
Okay, I won't do it.
First free throw was good by Holt.
That's
Should
gonna
have
be
a lane violation.
Yeah.
It will be. So it'll be 1-0, but Holt does get Jackson Christian off the snide. Holt looks hurt. She's limping and she is grimacing pretty rough. Cross court, over to Long for 3. In and out and back in.
It's a great kick across.
I think that's what you got to have, Adam. Sometimes been a little stagnant, just getting the ball and holding it into the double team, and got to move the ball, and the shots will be there. And Long gets that one to go. Boykin with the top of the key, trying to work on Long. Swings over to Bradford. Bradford coming off the high screen, feed down low to Holt, layup. No good, but I think Schaefer probably got away with the one there. Could have been tacked with a foul. Busby thought she had a seam and now clears back. Schaefer open at the free throw line. Got it. Five minutes to go here in the first, and it's a 5-1 Lady Eagle advantage. Here's Boykin with it, behind her back. Thought about stopping and popping. Now hands over to Bradford. Bradford in the corner. Got away with a carry because I thought she was about to shoot.
Yeah.
Now Boykin going to drive in. Shot up, won't go. Rebound to Jackson Christian. It won't go. And then they're going to say it goes out of bounds off Christian.
You know, one thing that I noticed here, Clint, Adam, I mean, the last few years, Summertown is quickness. But here, we're not quite as quick, but our length, we're almost
disrupts.
Better defensively. Almost we're able to keep our feet away, but yet disrupt the pass.
Yeah, I will agree. I think we're actually probably a little better in the half-court defense.
Yes.
As far as clogging things up.
And that's where that size comes in, Clint, in that half court.
I mean, that's a big team for a Summertown girls team out there.
Yeah, and, you know, we did have the kid that transferred or went back to Hickman County, the Kramer girl.
6'2".
Imagine if we had a 6'2 kid out there.
Yeah.
We ain't going to talk no more about transfers. Melton with it. Top of the key gets tripped, no call. Driving in. Schaefer probably got away with
That's
another
about 3
foul.
times
Abby
foul.
should probably be on the bench right now in foul trouble. Pushing it ahead. Blackwood, left-hand layup, good.
I think the coach was letting the official know when he came by, too, for Jackson Christian. He was not happy.
Melton, fed up, three-pointer, up, on the way, and good. Blakely Melton. That's Meredith Melton to Blakely Melton, and she'll finish the three-pointer, make it a 7-4 lead for Summertown. Busby dribbles through the traffic, stops, kicks out. Blackwood doesn't have the three-pointer, but kicks over to Long. Long does. She'll let it fly. Good. 2 3-pointers by Gabby Long. Summertown with a 10-4 advantage here with 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Melton loses the handle just a little bit. She gathers it back. Now Bradford with it. Gibson Boykin now on the left wing. Swings it back up top to Bradford, and she'll reset. Head down low, coming out of there with it is Blakely Melton. Now it's going to be stripped away and stolen by Abby Joe. Gabby pushing for Summertown. Gives up to Schaefer at the high post. Good backdoor pass to Jones, but she can't get the shot to fall. She's fighting for the rebound, going to get a jump ball out of it, and I think that should, on the possession there, give it back to Jackson Christian. Ellie Lou Mason going to check in first time in this contest. Ellie Lou had a great first game, had 13 big points in her first game of the season as well, and she'll check in and give Jones her first break. Boykin on left wing. Gabby Long in front of her. Don't have a count on yet. Gives it down to Melton. Melton trying to work in on Schaefer. Schaefer's not going to get away with that one.
Those are the things, Clint, that you can't let happen as the year goes along. You know, look, Schaefer's going to pick up foul. She's aggressive, understood. But, you're pressuring somebody 20 feet from the basket right up on them. And those cheap fouls, especially as important as she is to your offense.
First one in and out, no good by Melton, as Jones going to get her a very quick break and come back in and pick up Abby Joe, who picked up her second foul. Melton misses them both. Jones going to track down that rebound. Gives to Ellie Lou. Ellie Lou's dribbling right into the no man's land, but does swing it over to Busby. Busby had Long over here wide open. She feeds it down to Jones. Jones kicks it over to Blackwood, and Blackwood buries about a 10-footer on the baseline. Extend the lead 12-4. And guys, I was bragging. I said, I think all they've got out here is a paint job. But have y'all been in the bathrooms yet?
I have not.
They have had an upgrade in the bathrooms here at Wayne County. Got a 3-second whistle before that shot ever goes up.
All right, so the question is, you're talking about upgrading the bathroom. So is it a sink to wash your hands and paper towels, or is it an actual one of those blowers?
There's actually just one of those, but it used to just be one stand and 2 sit-downs in there. Well, now it's 3 stands and 2 sit-downs in there. So they've expanded here at Wayne County. Busby coming away with some trash, going up and get fouled. That'll send Ella to the line. Good job by Ella coming after that loose ball rebound, keeping that one alive.
Summertown. Now, I think that 3 right there was kind of rushed and was partially blocked, but their shot selection and ball movement was really improved as this quarter's gone on. They got some really good looks.
Ella Busby makes the first, and I'm going to try to jinx her again, see if I can. Her mom and dad got on to me after the last game, said don't do that. And I did jinx her this time. She finally missed one. She was perfect in the first game. She does miss that one, but the ball will go out of bounds. Good job by Jones. I tell you what, Jones, Brian, you may get a rebound, but you're going to have to work to get it.
Well, I've been watching her on the defensive end too. That she uses her body and has position and just makes it really difficult.
Busby to inbound, feeds it up top to Long, back in the corner to Busby. Thought about the 3. Jackson Central back into a zone now. Summertown have a hard time getting any look. Now Long will fire a 3. It's short. Busby chasing another rebound, and she's going to be fouled. And I think that should be the bonus and should send Busby back to the free throw line. And it will. All right, Katie, Jason, I'm not going to say anything this time. Very proud of that kid, Brian, because – last year she was the one that you could bring in and put on the other team's best ball handler, and she would cause havoc. But she wasn't asked to do as much as what she's going to be asked to do the next 2 years. And one thing about it is you ain't going to have to worry about her effort.
No. And I'm going to tell you what else, Clint. She puts in time.
Yes.
No, I'm not talking about just when the team's practicing. She's putting in the individual work. She's working on her craft, working on her shot. She's she wants to maximize. She's get the most out of her ability.
And that's playing golf and tennis as well. That's a 3-sport athlete that's still finding that time. But Ella does make both of those that time. Extends the lead 15-4. Driving in the lane for a wide-open layup, and it's blown. Michaela Scott, she was just a little too open. Howell's back in the game. I think she probably got away with a walk.
Yeah.
Melton just got away with a foul on Busby, so we're squared. Now Busby with it on the right wing. I don't know if Summertown's trying to hold or see what they just take what they can give. Ellie Lou with it. Back to Busby on the right wing. In the corner. Long thought about the 3. Now back up top to Howell. Now swings over to Busby. 25 seconds to go. Busby found a seam. Goes up. Shot's good. Man. And Ella's fouled. Big time effort play there by Ella Busby. As somehow she gets that floater to go in, and she'll go to the line for the and one opportunity.
She even since middle school, Clint, she's always amazed me. She don't look like the quickest kid out there, but she's always able to get to the rim. I mean, she's knifes through there. Seems to always be in control. Plays with a good pace.
And one opportunity is good by Ella. She's going to get her a much-deserved break here in this first quarter as Tess Long's going to come in and give her a break. 20 seconds to go. Summertown's opened up an 18-4 lead. Swift with it, top of the key. Looking. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Now we're going to have an offensive foul on Jackson Christian.
Be an illegal screen, I believe, on number 21. That'll be Holt.
And you are correct. So 7.4 seconds to go. Gabby Long with it. Crossing over, left side. Ellie Lou with it now.
Got it.
Couldn't get one off, but either way, good first quarter for Summertown. They lead at 18-4. We'll be back in a few minutes on the X Sports Network.
The game of basketball and the lessons we've learned in sports has always played an important role in both of our lives. We know the benefits of a good game plan.
Merely hiring a real estate agent and popping a sign in your yard is not enough to win anymore. We have teamed up with Platform Marketing and have been able to secure an exclusive right in our area to market your home in the unique way that we do. So let's go. Team up with us and let's win together.
Did you know Lawrenceburg has its very own seasonal headquarters? Briarwood Cottage has what your home needs to show off this holiday season. From Christmas decor to designer purses to children's clothing and accessories. Located at 100 Jill Drive in Lawrenceburg, you'll find a little bit of everything at the cottage, curated by owner Janie Tipper herself. As soon as you walk in the door, you'll be greeted with a warm smile and true Southern hospitality. Let Briarwood Cottage take your holiday decor to the next level.
See if Will can pan our camera over there behind the scores table. We got another former Lady Eagle great in the house, and a UNA standout, Miss Haley Jones, in the house watching her little sister Hannah. Busby's got it to start things off for Summertown, top of the key. Long, did a good job securing it, but then
Crossed over right in front
crossed
of
it over and turned it over. Bradford with it. She's on the left wing, dribbling top of the key with Busby all over her. Hands over to Swift. Swift got a wide open man down low. Kicks out to Melton for three, short. Now fight for a loose ball. Jump ball go to Jackson Christian. Guys, it's kind of like that boys game. I was sitting there thinking how sloppy we looked, and next thing you know, it's 18-4.
Yeah.
One field goal, Brian. Was it a free throw and a three-pointer was what Jackson Christian had?
They've got a 3 and a free throw.
So one field goal and one free throw. Well, you can't be too mad at your defense, give up one field goal.
No.
Gabby Long with it, crossing over the timeline. Looking. Got Busby at top of the key. She'll fire that three. Back of the iron, no good. Jones, as we said it again, going to keep it alive. Busby going to try it again. Got that one.
I think she kind of rushed that first one, Clint.
She did.
I think she knew it, too.
It was daylight and dark watching those two attempts.
Yep.
Ella Busby having a good game here in this second contest of the day. Summertown leads it 21-4. Swings it outside. Three-pointer on its way. No good by Bradford. Holt with that rebound, and she's back in the game, and she'll finish that basket for two on the putback. Busby with a Howe. Back to Busby, top of the key. She's all alone. She'll let it fly. No good. Don't blame her for shooting it. I think she was shocked she was that open.
I think Coach Jean's really been encouraging her to be more offensive-minded. I know she's having to handle the ball, but he definitely wants her to look to score.
Now, three-pointer on the way in the corner by Melton, no good. Holt with another rebound there, and then Jones. I think Jones a little mad at herself, and she's going to pick up a foul. But let me say this, Brian. Jeremy, like if she might miss 10 shots in a row, and Coach Jean's going to tell her to shoot the next one.
Yeah.
That's what you got to love out of a coach. A three-pointer up and good by Riley Bradford off the inbound. Trims the lead 21-9. Here's Busby with it. Traveling left side, looking for the back door to Ellie Lou. A little out of control there.
Right idea. Just
Blackwood going to check back in. Give Howell a break. Bradford with it. Cross timeline with the pesky Ella Busby all over. Hands it off to Swift. Back up top to Little. Little with it. Feeding down low to Holt at the high post. Now back to Little. Little left-hand layup up, no good, but we're going to get a foul, and I think it's going to be on Gabby Long.
Jackson Christian starting to pull a little run together here, Clint.
I think Jackson Christian's really trying to just slow Summertown down, make them a little more stagnant on defense, and then just running and gunning on offense. First free throw is good by Little. Makes it an 11-point lead for Summertown. Schaefer, Coach Jean going to gamble with her with two fouls. I think I just read his lips, and he said if they come at you, get out of the way. That's easier said than done telling that to Abby Joe, though. Makes them both, does little, trims the lead to 10. It's 21-11.
But you know, a positive, look how long Abby Jo had to sit, and I felt like we more than held our own.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Applying the full court trap is Jackson Christian, but Summertown breaks it pretty easily. Swings it in the corner to Blackwood. Now up top to Long, back to Blackwood in the corner. Looking for Schaefer, but he wasn't there. Good defense by Holt by Jackson Christian. Abby Jo looking to go baseline, nothing there. Now Blackwood will take the three. It rolls around, no good. And
Yeah.
I think they're going to get Jones,
Yeah, she
maybe
did.
cutting her.
Yeah, she
underneath.
did. She kind of undercut her up in there. It's a good call.
The one thing we can't afford, now we got Schaefer and Jones both with 2.
Right, now that got Ellie Lou right back up. Driving in is Melton. Right-handed runner, can't get it to go as you saw Jones and Schaefer both just kind of olayed there. Summertown just kind of can't get out of her own way. I think Mr. Curley down here, instead of calling a foul, I think he decided to give us the ball on that one. But if I'm watch rules replay, I'm pretty sure that should have been Jackson Christian's ball. But Summertown going to give it back anyways on the inbound. Melton, left alone, let it fly, short. The Swift keeps it alive, swings it out to Boykin. Boykin up top to Little. Summertown with only 3 points this quarter, and we're at the 4:20 mark. Swift with it. Swings it over in the corner to Melton.
That should have been a travel. But
They're going to say it's that Abby Jo must have blocked it. They're going to keep it with Christian.
when you establish that pivot foot and then you take 3 more steps, that's usually a wall.
Used every bit of that 5 seconds, but they do get it in. Now Holt's got it down low. Abby Jo's going to reach in there and tie it up and get the jump ball out of it. And it'll stay with Jackson Christian. Last football game was against Jackson Central. Now we're doing a basketball game against Jackson Christian. So excuse me, folks. Ooh, good backdoor pass there to Swift. Can't get the shot to fall, but Ellie Lou didn't have any choice but to foul her or let her score. She will foul her.
I think Summertown's having some miscommunication issues, Clinton, half court. They're just some screens. They're getting some kids open. They're also kind of speeding Summertown up on the offensive end. They're not really handling pressure as well as we did a few minutes ago.
They've also got the advantage that they have 0 fouls, and Summertown has 4. So any from here on out will be a bonus. And Swift makes both, trims the lead to 8. Busby's going to telegraph one again. Holt's going to come away with the steal. Pushing the floor, layup, no good. Busby got away with a foul. Now Long is going to come in there and tie it up. Should give it to Summertown on alternating possession. Coach for Jackson Christian, he's just shaking his head. They're going to get another steal. I tell you, guys.
We got really sloppy here.
We're not handling the ball, the pressure very well at all. Like y'all were just about to say, telegraphing a lot of passes.
Well, we're doing the right thing as far as looking to the middle first to make that pass, but it's not there. So now we got to start looking sidelines.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to time out by Coach Gene. He looks a little frustrated. We'll take it with him and be right back.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
All right, back at it. Summertown, who led 18-4 at the end of 1, now only leads 21-13 with 3:43 to go in the second quarter. Summertown has 5 fouls, so Christian in the bonus the rest of the way. Christian has 0 fouls here in this second quarter, so advantage goes to Christian there as well. Holt misses the first one, does make the second one, trims it to 7-point deficit.
But it's kind of like you said, Clint, we've turned it over so many times. We haven't been able to put any pressure on the defense to even force them to have to guard us.
Swing it up top, sideline. Now Busby's got it back. About the first time we've broken the press, I think, Brian, in about the last 4 possessions. Busby will be fouled, so Busby will be taking it. We'll be inbounding it right under us here, as you can see on your screen. Schaefer, backdoor to Busby, off the glass and good. Good set inbound there and design.
And we needed that.
Much needed basket, as Brian said. And I think Busby has every point Summertown has this quarter, if my math is correct.
She's got 11 of the 23.
They're going to get Blackwood on a push.
So I tell you what, this pace keeps up, boys. We're going to have a lot of kids in foul trouble starting the second half.
Yes.
23-14, 3:19 to go. And that will send Little to the foul line, who's already made a pair. First one, good. Meredith Melton, she's going to check in and get Gibson Boykin a break. Second by Little, up on its way, and it's good. She's perfect from the line. Brings it back to a 7-point deficit. Busby crossing, gives over. Blackwood driving in, right-handed runner, can't get it to go. It was a good take by Blackwood, just couldn't get it to fall. Melton. Top to Rice, back to Melton, driving baseline, and we're going to get another foul on Gabby. She can't understand it, but you got to cut that baseline off, fellas.
Oh, that's right. That's is that 3?
I was going to say it's 2 on Gabby. That will give Gabby a break and get Howell in there.
Well, we're getting an opportunity to build depth.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tell you, Jackson Christian doing a great job from the free throw line. They've clawed back into this game, only trailed by 5.
Yeah, at 1 point down by 17, Clint.
Guys, right there was an example. Ellie Lou, you know, that's just youth and not an inexperience, but she caught that pass, had a chance to get to the rim.
Yeah.
And she looked for somebody else to pass it to. Now Busby won't. She'll drive. She'll take it. She can't get the shot to go, but she's fouled, and that will send Ella Busby back to the free throw line.
Free throw line's been kind to Jackson Christian. Out of their 18 points, Clint, I've got them. It's 10.
Yeah.
10 of their.
That's what I was saying. That's really got them back into this contest. Yeah. First one no good by Ella.
And one thing you haven't seen a lot of, which I think a lot of it is the speed that they're forcing Summertown to have to play with. But, you know, when was the last time you seen Abby Joe in a post-up situation?
Right.
Right, you know, where you could get something set and get it to, hey, this is where we feel good.
Kind of play through her, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it just seems like we're just kind of all over the place. Like there's nothing, you know, really stable right now at all.
Second one was good by Ella. Sends it back to a 6-point lead, 2:20 to go in the first half. Little with it, gives over to Rice in the corner. Rice looking down low to Swift. Swings it back up top to Melton. Melton driving in, runner can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball. They're going to say it goes out of bounds off Christian. That'll give it to Summertown. Christian not going anywhere. They're still applying this zone trap that they've got.
It's been effective. It's caused a lot of chaos and turnovers.
Busby just breaks that one with her legs. Swings it out to Blackwood. Got Jones wide open down here, but we couldn't see her. Now Busby going to drive. Floater can't go, but Ella doing a great job on getting back to the foul line.
You know, as officials, you don't, you know, I know I was that way, and I think most officials are. You don't want to have to call a lot of fouls. You know, you want to keep it. But I think there's a point where the officials really aren't having any choice.
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, I think we could argue there's been a few additional ones that could have been called.
They're actually letting them go. Ella makes both of those. Really kept Summertown in it. Kept Summertown with the lead in this second quarter is Ella Busby. Extends the lead back to 8. We're under 2 minutes to go here. Little with it. Off the screen by Swift. Swings it up top to Rice. Rice over to Bradford for a long three. It's no good. Summertown with a rebound, and that's Blackwood. Blackwood over to Ella Busby. Busby trying to set her offense. Throws it to nobody. I think she thought she had a cutter, but it wasn't there.
It was open where she threw it.
Yeah, wide open.
If there'd have been somebody bent right there, it would have been a good pass, right?
It was wide open. All right, so back over to Jackson Christian. That's Little. And off the high screen, good give and go to Rice as her pick and roll is good.
She rolls off, Clint, and there's no help.
Yeah.
You have two people that go with the ball handler and roll, and either the help side's not coming quick enough, but they do a great job in their half-court sets.
Howell down low to Ellie Lou. Left-handed runner. Can't get it to go. I think it's going to go out of bounds off Jackson Christian, though, so we'll keep it with Summertown inbounding under their own goal. We're just under a minute to go before halftime. Busby going to throw it away. Tell you, that's one thing we got to get better on, too, is our inbound under our own goal.
Yeah.
We're settling a lot for just lobs up top to the post plays because nothing's there. So I don't know if it's a lack of setting screens or timing or what, but that's one thing that's always shows in your first game of the year. Little with it, on the left side. Looking for the pick and roll again to Rice, but it wasn't there. Does get saved. Now back up top to Rice. Melton, Bradford, over to Little. Little drives in, left-hand layup, good.
4.
Deficit down to 4, 30 seconds to go. Coach for Jackson Christian calling out his defense he wants to see. You could probably hear him. Howell going to let the three go. Short. Fight for the rebound. Jones with another one. And then Mason's going to throw it away. Luckily, the referee gets in the way of it being saved. So with 6.5 seconds to go, Summertown coach Jeremy Jeans is going to get Busby and Long in here, hopefully for a last second attempt as Howell and Mason will check out. No turnovers here, guys. At worst, let's go to halftime up 4. On the lob, on the inbound to Schaefer. That shot won't go. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that's how we'll go to halftime. Summertown leads it by 4. Coach Jean's got a lot to talk about with his squad, get some stuff figured out, but they do have a lead. We'll be back in a few minutes meeting with Coach Wes Long here on the Exports Network.
You want furniture deals this Black Friday? Well, we got them at the Store and Lead Black Friday sale going on now, where you'll find super Black Friday savings throughout our entire showroom with hundreds of doorbusters. And with our huge warehouse full of furniture, we've got just about anything you want in stock, all delivered to your home before the holidays. Plus, get 0% financing and free delivery too. Store and Lead Furniture's Black Friday sale. It's just a short drive to big savings.
All right, back at it here at Wayne County High School where the Summertown Lady Eagles lead Jackson Christian 26-22. We'll go over stats number with Brian in just a minute, but right now we're going to get with Coach Wes Long. Coach, we're 1-0. You know, I told you off air, and me and your dad here, we were saying, man, we just kind of looked sloppy. The next thing you know, we looked up and we was up 30. And just a kind of a runaway win where you got to get a lot of kids in the scoring columns and play a whole lot of your second string in the second half and save some legs for probably what's going to be a very athletic Jackson Christian team. What was your takeaway after game 1?
Yeah, I thought we got off to an extremely slow start. I thought we missed several easy ones around the rim, and then we were getting really good looks from 3 too. It took a little bit to get going, but it's first game. Game's a little bit choppier than what it is in scrimmages in the summer, and I think we had a hard time finding our rhythm. Plus, it's not just a normal atmosphere like you'll have on a normal Tuesday or Friday night. So,
right.
But I was pleased with not playing well and still being able to, score it like we did. I mean, I think there's things there that obviously we need to get better at. But for the first game, glad we got it over with and move on to the next one.
Well, Coach, we talked about one kid that it was so good to see back out there, and that's Cole Campbell.
Absolutely.
And I still don't know that he's 100% healthy,
Right.
but just the difference he makes in the hustle, the rebounding, and me and Brian were talking. It looks like he's thickened up a little bit as well, and just so good to see. Talk on Cole, man, and how good it is to.
First,
tell we missed him for a year.
Right. First, he signed last night with UT Southern to play golf, and he texted me, and we was talking a little bit, and that he's been out a while, but then he texts you, he's like, first game in 2 years nearly for him, and obviously he's been in the weight room and he's worked while he's been gone. But just to have his presence on the floor,
he's so smart.
He is. Every coach needs a guy like that on the floor. Just he's been in the program for so long. When he and Kurt were 8th graders was the year I went back and coached middle school for those couple of years. So he and Kurt have played for me, especially for a long time now, and he knows kind of what we're looking for, and just to be that calming presence, and man, he got to the basket. He's got his hips are he's still probably not 100%, but he's able to get to the basket. He rebounded it well, finished.
I think we had him with 12 unofficial points, and I think we thought we messed that up because we thought he had 12 in the first half and thought he scored in the second.
Well, when we go back and stat it and turn it in, we'll see. But just his presence. We trying to get him as many breaks as possible. But yeah, just to have him back, it's good for the guys too. This summer we're in camp, and they're doing this team thing with FCA. FCA's putting on this team bonding thing, and he was voted, best teammate, that kind of stuff. So he's a great natural leader, and obviously his presence, has a calming effect for our other guys.
Coach, lastly, what do you know on this Jackson Christian team? What do you expect out of game 2?
Well, they beat McNary Central on Tuesday of this week. We played them last year at the Christmas tournament at Mount Pleasant. They beat us by 5, and they've got pretty much everybody back just like we do. They'll be a very talented athletic team, and that's something we haven't seen yet. Obviously, so it'll be a completely different team than Huntland, but we'll have to for sure clean up a lot of those mistakes on the defensive end and clean up our stuff on the offensive end, just to give us a chance to stay in the game.
All right. Brian, you got anything else you want to get into your son about? Now's your chance.
No, I'll let him pass this time.
All right. Well, we've done decided you can't have him back as a bookkeeper.
He's done told us that he's officially retired. Got a fresh new haircut this morning. Compliments of North End Barbershop too.
That's right. Hey, it's not North End Barbershop. It's Fields and Brown.
Yeah, Fields and Brown now. So got me straightened up for game day.
That's
today.
right. All right. That's Coach Westlong. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the Exports Network.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real and Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Oliver Wellness and Massage, located in Pulaski, Tennessee, is your premier spa for massage therapy, salt therapy, IV therapy, tanning, and much more. Stay relaxed, look your best, and feel good at Oliver Wellness, located at 1187 West College Street, Pulaski, Tennessee, or contact Haley at 931-309-0462 or schedule your appointment online at 931massage.com.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services, along with personal.
All right, back at it. Summertown leads it 26-22 with 1:30 to go here in warm-ups of halftime. Brian, you have our first half stats, please, sir.
All right. First for Jackson Christian, Tess Little's got 6. Blakely Melton 5, Carly Holt 4, Meredith Melton 2, Michaela Swift 2, and Ayana Rice with 2. For a total of 22. For Summertown, Schaefer has 2, Blackwood 4, Long 6, and Ella Busby 14 for a total of 26. 26-22. Tale of two quarters, Clint. 18-4 Summertown after the first quarter. Second quarter, Jackson Christian 18-8.
And so, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong here, but did Ella Busby had every point for us in the second quarter?
Yes, she did. She scored every point. I thought she really stepped up. I mean, we had foul trouble with Jones and Schaefer. You know, we're kind of out of sync on offense, and she just got to the bucket and got to the free throw line. So, really good to see her taking that on. Yeah, we're going to need that out of her.
Well, and on top of that, it's good she kept us in it, but we're going to have to step up in another way because Jackson Christian just kept inching into it. It's down to a 4-point deficit.
Well,
but you got a whole other half to go.
I'll tell you, too. I mean, they've got plenty of talent, young talent on this team, the kids that can score. But look, if somebody tells me that my team, that Schaefer has 2 at the half, I'm really not liking what that might look like.
Yeah, I'm tickled. I'm up 4.
Yeah.
Get a steal. Pass up ahead to Ella Busby. Lay up good. Good job by Busby and Long on the defense. Coach Gene starting out in that 2-3 trap. And they get just that out of it and get a quick turnover. Got the long arms of Busby and Long up top, making it hard on a point guard. They get it across this time. That's Bradford with it in the corner. Three-pointer up, on its way in good by Blakely Melton. Down to a 3-point lead for Summertown. Gabby Long up top to Busby, back to Long. Gets a little separation, doesn't shoot it, and then throws it away. Long down court pass to Holt. She couldn't find a handle on it. Get tacked with a walk. So gives it back. Would like to see Blackwood just rip it and go down that side. We're going to get another turnover. Blakely Melton's left-hand layup is up and good. She's got 5 points to start this second half, and she has trimmed the lead 28-27. Summertown only up by 1. Ella trying to dribble through traffic, somehow gets it out of there and away. Now Jones has it from the dish from Schaefer, but Jones couldn't finish. Another one of those guys where we've had a look, didn't capitalize.
That's going to go off her leg. Oh.
The referee's going to say it was out on Jones, but I'm with you, Adam. I'm pretty sure that Jones not tipped it, and it hit Melton's leg and went out of bounds. But Little has it. Going to inbound it to Holt. Holt on the baseline with Jones all over her. Now going to feed down low to Melton. She's trapped. Now we're going to get a foul on Jones. I think Mr. Curley let 2 go, but he couldn't let the third one. Probably could have been a walk somewhere in between there as well, but that'll get Ellie Lou up. She'll get Jones, who's just picked up her third. Having a hard time, Little is getting it in, but she does. Bradford has it. Back to Little. Holt goes up. Shot won't go, but she's fouled. That will send Holt to the free throw line. Commentators for our opposing team said you can feel the energy starting to shift. We started feeling that in the second quarter.
Yeah.
First one's up by Holt.
Do we know who that foul was on?
It was on Gabby Long.
Gabby.
Okay, I was wondering. I know Schaefer was in the mix there too.
So since a 1-0 lead for Jackson Christian, they have retaken it 28-29. As Long's going to come out after picking up her third foul. Schaefer. Blackwood. Switch it over to her left hand. Was just a little too far under the rim. Can't get it to go. Now Busby going to come away with another steal. Ella going up. Good. And she's fouled. Ella Busby just keeping her team in it.
You know, and Clint, we've turned it over, but I feel like they're unforced. I mean, it's just where we're trying to make too long of a pass. It ain't because of the pressure. We're just trying to pass it too long or a little bit lackadaisical.
I was just about to say, Brian, as Ella capitalized on the three-point play there, I feel like instead of just playing basketball, we're thinking of passes. We're making passes that we don't need to make.
No, that's right.
There's been a lot of times we could rip and go, and Busby with that pestering defense is going to pick up an offensive foul by Tess Little. She can't agree with it. And I'll be honest, I didn't see enough of it to know.
Well, and the whole point of Jackson's defense is to make you go with a speed, you know, with that pressure that you know you're going to be uncomfortable and force turnovers. The bad part is we've done exactly what they're trying to force us to do.
And as we'd said, this is the difference when you don't have Rue, Emily, Brayley, kids like that can read it and just rip it and go.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, I feel like we're trying to run an offense when we've got opportunities to just go play. Couple of tip balls goes out of bounds. Summertown has it back. Got Ellie Lou on the back door. Ellie Lou's got to take that. Yeah, exactly. Ellie Lou's got to take that to the rim. It's going to lead to a transition basket, and we're tied at 31. Busby get trapped. Somehow did not have a backcourt violation and then throws it away. She did all that work, and that's another one. Ella's got to go up and just score.
I mean, if she wanted to make that pass, it's about one dribble before.
Yeah. Now we're going to get a timeout by Jackson Christian as we've got sloppy on both ends. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll pay some sponsors with it here on the Exports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-90.
All right, back at it. We're tied at 31, 5:04 to go in the third. Guys, this one could get wild before it's all said and done, the way both of these teams like to play. Little feeding down low. Boykin with it, feeds back up top. Three-pointer up on its way, no good by Bradford. Busby doing it all, coming away with another rebound. Getting pressured from behind, going to get it taken from her, and then I think Ella's going to pick up a foul trying to get it back.
I believe you're right.
You know, it's kind of like my dad used to say.
And that may be 3 on Ella.
You know, when you get it and rip it down to that baseline there into double traffic, he used to tell me, he used to yell at me and say, well, son, if they ever put a goal down there in that corner, you'll have it made. Boykin with it, top of the key. Top to Bradford. Fed down low to Holt. She's being trapped. Probably should have been an offensive foul.
Yeah, agreed. I think Abby Joe took one right to the
Right,
chops.
right in the kisser, yeah.
Yep.
Blackwood with it. Hands it off to Howe, who's checked back in. Ball gets tipped away. Just throwing it right to defenders. And now we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Coach Jean. We'll take it with him here on the X Sports Network.
Did you know Lawrenceburg has its very own seasonal headquarters? Briarwood Cottage has what your home needs to show off this holiday season. From Christmas designer purses to children's clothing and accessories. Located at 100 Jill Drive in Lawrenceburg, you'll find a little bit of everything at the cottage, curated by owner Janie Tipper herself. As soon as you walk in the door, you'll be greeted with a warm smile and true Southern hospitality. Let Briarwood Cottage take your holiday decor to the next level.
All right, back at it. 31-all here as we got 4:11 to go in the third quarter. Three-pointer up, no good by Howe. As Ellie Lou's going to get tacked with a walk, which is not the right call. I probably should have been a jump ball maybe. But I do want to give a big shout out to my good buddy and Jackson Christian graduate, Mr. I'll have to come back to him. Alan Ross, he's jumped on, listening from Jackson. Howe going to come away with a steal there. Busby just getting pressured, and luckily going to get, let's just call that a bailout, Brian.
And you know what, to her credit, though? She don't pick it up. She don't get herself hung up. She don't pick it up.
Well, we've gotten in trouble with that the whole game, though. I feel, early in the game, where you're in that half-court trap area and you come right across the line or go into a corner and pick up your dribble. I mean, it just causes a ton of problems.
I think they're going to say that Swift didn't get there quick enough, so they're going to make her wait on the next one. Schaefer, backdoor give. Ellie Lou up, no good, but Ellie Lou's fouled. That will send Mason to the line to shoot a pair. Good look by Schaefer on the feed there.
Good things happen when we play through Abby Joe there at the high post or top of the key when she catches it.
Yeah, and I think right now, especially Brian, as young and inexperienced as this bunch is, I think you got to play it through her.
Right.
Whether it's her scoring or distributing it at the high post. First free throw good by Ellie Lou. Gives Summertown the lead back. She's got one more coming. And she buries it as well. Ellie Lou, I think that's her first two, Brian. If it is, if that's right. So.
Hey, but it's been a good day for her.
It has.
I mean,
hey, anytime you got a kid to come off the bench, and as of right now has 15 points for you coming off the bench, at just a sophomore, that's a good day. The ball got tipped out of bounds, and I think referees are trying to talk about it. We had a jump ball. And now
Curley actually signaled that it was touched by Blackwood with the touch sign and gave it to him.
Did he go down there and give Jeremy a warning?
I don't know.
I feel like he was trying to tell him to sit down, mate. I don't know what just happened.
Well,
but either way.
I think Coach Jean may not have thought it was touched at all, and it may not have been. I don't know.
Holt pulls up for three in the corner. It's no good, but it's chased down by Little. Now Bradford for three in the corner, and it's good. Jackson Christian going to retake the lead at 34-33. Busby across the timeline. Getting trapped now. Going to turn it over.
There's nothing there. That's just a turnover. It's nice defense.
On the ensuing layup, up and good by Meredith Melton. Biggest lead of the contest so far for Jackson Christian at 3. Tell you what, Coach Jean's got a point. That's twice that Meredith Melton had just stuck her foot out to trip Ella Busby, and it ain't been called yet.
Yep.
But Busby does get to the rim. She can't get the shot to fall, but she's fouled. That will send Ella back to the free throw line. Buries the first. She's got one more coming. Makes them both, does Ella.
Hey,
Keeping Summertown in it.
Unofficially, I got her with 21.
Weaning them in the fourth hit. Little with it. Coming off the screen, driving in. Left-handed floater won't go. Good rebound by Schaefer. She hands off to Busby. Here comes Summertown. She got
to get her head up.
Yeah, she got had Hal in the corner, but she finds Abby Jo on a backdoor give. Ellie Lou layup, good.
It worked out.
I was about to yell, I think the same thing you were, that go shoot a layup, Abby Jo.
Yeah.
Ooh, got lost, did Summertown on a backdoor cut, as Bradford's going to finish that easy basket for two. Bradford all over the place. She tips it, but luckily she was staying out of bounds when she did. So to keep it with Summertown. Mason to inbound. Gives it up to Busby. To Schaefer, turnaround, jumper, elbow, no good. Now we're going to have a walk on Jackson Christian, and I'm pretty sure Hal might have been riding her back to do it. 1:48 to go. Summertown trails by 1 here in the third. That's out of bounds. As Busby trying to feed Schaefer, streaking across. Scored 2 out of it early in this contest, but Busby throws that in against the back of the backboard, so that one was blown up before it got started. Give it back to Bradford and Jackson Central. Jackson Christian. I'm just going to say Jackson. Melton driving in, kicks out to Holt. To Bradford, now back to Little. Stolen away by Ellie Lou Mason. Ellie Lou hands off to Ella Busby.
That's a push.
Getting an elbow in the back, and that should send Ella Busby back to the free throw line for the bonus. Yeah. Referees finally figured out that it should be in the bonus.
Well, we talked about this is the kind of game we wanted us to have.
That's what you need.
18-4 first quarter. That ain't going to help us grow. I mean,
Busby misses that one. She's had a good night from the line, even with that miss, and then she's got to be getting tired, Brian.
Yeah, I think fatigue is starting to set in for Summertown just a little bit.
Well, and the question, is too, we were talking earlier about Summertown boys and their depth, and do you see that level of depth on this team? I don't know.
Not yet.
Not yet. You've got a lot of young kids over there. I'm gonna tell you though, these 5 on the floor now, they've played a lot of. I'm sure they played a lot the first game. They played a lot of minutes today.
Busby makes the second, ties it up at 38, and I think the only break Ella's had is maybe the last 30 seconds of the first quarter. Rice goes up, gets blocked by Schaefer. It's over to Blackwood. Blackwood's pushing. Picks her dribble up. That's another thing we got to quit doing. We got to quit picking our dribble up when it's one-on-one.
Right across, yeah.
You got to be able to handle the ball one-on-one. Busby drives in, had a good look at it, but couldn't get it to fall. They're going to say it goes out of bounds off of Jackson Christian, and they can't believe it. I was kind of shocked that he said wide as well.
But, Clint, a lot of times in this game, we'll catch the ball and take a dribble and just pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like with no, intention of really what we're doing. You're just – it'll take time.
Little gets the steal, drives in, can't get it to go, but Rice is there for the mop-up. She puts it back in. Makes it a 40-38 lead with 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter for Jackson Christian. Ella getting trapped. Kind of looking for maybe a timeout, but she can't pass it to herself. That should have been a travel. The referee's letting them go a little too much, and just somehow Coach Jean's going to get a full timeout out of it. We'll take it with them, try to clean some things up as well when we come back. All right, back at it here on the X Sports Network. Summertown trails by 2 with 17.7 seconds to go in the third. It'll be Summertown inbounding under their own goal. Busby to inbound. Well, the good thing is we got the inbound in. Long for three, buries it.
Hey, she's been out a while.
Yeah.
I mean,
Long, as Brian said, Long setting with those 3 fouls. Coach Jean trying to protect her. Now Melton kicking it out, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Bradford for 3, no good, and that's how the third quarter will end. Summertown leads it by 1. We'll be back for fourth and final quarter action here on the X Sports Network.
You want furniture deals this Black Friday? Well, we got them at the Story & Lee Black Friday sale going on now, where you'll find super Black Friday savings throughout our entire showroom with hundreds of doorbusters. And with our huge warehouse full of furniture, we've got just about anything you want in stock, all delivered to your home before the holidays. Plus, get 0% financing and free delivery too. Story & Lee Furniture's Black Friday sale. It's just a short drive to big savings.
Morris Farmers Market, located on Highway 43 South, is the official headquarters of fall and everything tasty. Head on over for locally grown produce, honey, baked goods, cheese, canned goods, decorations, and so much more. You won't find friendlier folks than the Morris family, who make the farm-to-table experience the best in the Tennessee Valley. Make the short drive to Morris Farmers Market, located at 25
All right, we're back at it here from Wayne County. This Hall of Fame kickoff. We're in the fourth quarter. Summertown leads Jackson Christian 41-40. Long, who had to set for a while, came in, hit a big three, give Summertown a 1-point lead before quarter change. Now Busby's open for 3, can't get it to go. Boykin has it now for Jackson Christian. She's pushing, driving, layup good.
Yeah.
Summertown, as me and Brian had said, fatigue starting to show a little bit because this is their 8th quarter of the day. Thought they was going to get a little bit of break in that first game, Brian, but then next thing you know, there was a ball game out of it. Schaefer never looked ready to shoot that ball and kind of forced one, as it won't go. Bradford to Melton. Excuse me, that's Boykin. Looking for Holt down low, nothing there. Swings it across to Bradford. Bradford picked up by Busby. Now over to Boykin again. Top to Melton, and we're going to get a 3-second on Holt. Lou Mason going to check back in. Give Riley Black, let's see. Yeah, that was Riley. Busby has it. Crossed half court. Gives it over to Jones in the corner. Now to Schaefer on the reverse. Turnaround jumper, good by Abby Jones.
To me, that's what we haven't seen a lot of, is getting her in and around that basket.
Melton, they left her alone. She'll let it fly. It's no good. Schaefer does a good job boxing out the shooter and comes back to it and gets the rebound.
I'd look to Abby Joe again if you could post her, but they're gonna get a block.
Ella Busby going to drive in and get the benefit of that call. That will send Busby to the line to shoot 2 more. First free throw good by Busby. Just a little bit late. As we saw Will's replay there. Schaefer keeping a rebound alive.
Score it.
Out to Mason. Now Long for 3. No good. Ellie Lou keeping it alive. She's going to be fouled and shoved in the back by Bradford. Now, that's 2 in a row of quick ones on Bradford.
Big rebound by the sophomore.
It was.
Right
Schaefer out to Long. Cross court over to Ella Busby. Pumps the 3. Now reset. Backdoor give to Ellie Lou. Right-handed floater. Good.
Nice. They just left her. They left her right in the middle of the lane.
Well, that's been there all night
because
they're leaving to go trap the ball handler, and we just haven't been hitting that cutter on the high post, or haven't had to cut her on the high post. But again, when you're out there and this is your first real live action in your career, you may be scared to death and you don't look for it.
I know I would be. I agree, Clint.
Bradford with it, top of the key. Tell you, that's a tough job in itself, just trying to handle the ball with Ella Busby guarding you. Get up to Rice. That down low now, Melton. Going to get a push and foul. I think coach for Jackson Christian got that call, got in Curley's ear a little bit.
13, Mason. I thought they was going to get Abby.
Bradford to inbound, under her goal. Feeds it up top. Got a wide open Blakely Melton. She can't get it to fall, but it's chased down by Boykin. Keeps it alive. Now Boykin will let the three go. Misses everything as Busby did a good job blocking out where nobody could tip that back in. So
that's nice. That's how it's done right there.
Those last couple of rebounds, that's where I see fatigue starting to set in. We're just not quite as quick to the ball as we were. Hey, like you said, it's our eighth quarter in about 3 hours. So, I mean, and one.
Ella Busby getting the dish back, taking it to the rim, getting fouled. Busby will go to the line to shoot another and one opportunity. Ella for another and one opportunity. Got it. I don't care how this game ends. That's my Fields and Brown barbershop player of the game. Boykin, top of the key, coming off a high screen. Finds a seam, drives in. Shot won't go. Good defense stepping up there by Schaefer. Now Long has it for Summertown. 4:30. Here comes Busby. Got Long wide open in the corner for three. No good. Schaefer with a rebound. Shorts it a little bit. Gives it back to Jackson Christian. Ooh, Summertown, you talking about fatigue or not knowing? Summertown just turned around and left. That led to an easy layup there by Blakely Melton. We're going to get a timeout, a full one, by Jackson Christian. We'll take it with them here on the Exports Network.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is a certified AMAR dealer. Truett's has been the region's go-to source for all things garage doors, including new installations, repairs, and maintenance for over 20 years. Backed by the gold standard of AMAR with top quality design and sustainability, Truett's reputation of top customer service, experience, and expertise is known far and wide. So when you're looking for a new garage or commercial door, need one fixed or maintained, you're in luck with Truett's and AMAR. Phone today, 931-201-6464.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes.
All right, back at it. Here's we get ready to 4:11 to go. It's all right, we're back at it, Will. We'll get them on the next one. We'll have plenty more the way this game's going. Timeout. Busby with it, splits the defense. Top of the key, now to Ellie Lou, going to let a three fly. Back of the iron, no good. Here comes Bradford. Over to Little. Little dribbling top of the key. Good move there by Boykin as she drives in. Can't get the shot to go. Busby's going to come away with a rebound. Feeds it up to Ellie Lou. She's pushing up the sideline. Picks her dribble up. Almost gets it stripped, taken away, but Busby tracks it down. Back to Ellie Lou. Over to Jones. Jones cross-court pass. Over to Long. Long driving baseline. Going to get called with a walk.
You know, it's good to be aggressive offensively, but, you know, you're trying to nurse. You don't have to be in a frantic pace hurry right here if you're Summertown. It just seems like they're just a little bit out of control.
All right, Bradford with it. Swings it over to Boykin. Boykin coming off a high screen. Over to Swift. Swift jumper dribbles into Abby Joe and passes on the 3, then dribbles up to Abby Joe and shoots the long 2.
Nobody was getting that rebound but Jones.
All right, long with it. Back up top to Busby. Now to Abby Joe. Backdoor give. Jones, good. Good job by Summertown. Working the high post, as we'd said. Letting Schaefer feed it to another post, and that's an easy basket for Jones.
And for as well as she's played, Clint, that was her first bucket.
Well, she deserved a bucket because we're not in this game if she don't come up with a lot of loose balls and defense and rebounds that she's played. Little with it, looking to go left, and she does. Drives in. And now we're going to get a jump ball, and that'll stay with. I kind of got to get on to Abby Joe there. I think Abby Joe was very shocked that she didn't get a foul call, but when you didn't, grab the ball.
Grab it, yeah. Yep. I mean, we're to get to the point now, Clint. I just hope we get through the game without somebody getting injured.
Yeah. Bradford with it. With a little. Down low to Holt. Holt drives in. Shot blocked by Schaefer. Here comes Long. 2 minutes to go. Don't need to be in a hurry with a 7-point lead if you're Summertown. Don't need to force anything. Give it down to.
You're going to get out of the lane.
This is where you learn. We're trying to learn to close out a game right here.
Yep.
And that must have been what we talked about in the last timeout because we looked just a shade more patient. Well, spoke too soon.
And that's a sophomore mistake. You dribble down to the baseline, get double teamed, and then throw it away, and then pick up a foul after throwing it away. So that's something Ellie Lou will learn on. Little trying to work on Busby, and she gets it across to Boykin. Boykin with it, top of the key. Had a good night, has Boykin. Swings it over to Melton. Back to Boykin. I don't know what we've got, but somebody went down hard. We're going to have an offensive foul on Holt as Gabby Long goes down hard. And we're going to call an offensive foul on Holt and give it back to the Lady Eagles. Jones is going to get back in and give Blackwood a break.
You got to see if we got a replay, Clint.
Well, it looked like she hit face first.
We're watching the replay here, Brian. She just got tripped trying to come back through. And
if this is NFL, that'd be a concussion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Busby broke through traffic. Picks her dribble up, gives up to Ellie Lou. Ellie Lou picks her dribble up. Now we're getting a timeout by Coach Jean. That's a good timeout. Minute 11 to go. We'll take it with them here on the Exports Network.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real and Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
All right, back at it. Summertown trying to close it out. 1:11 to go in the contest. They lead it by 7. Summertown will be inbounding under their own goal. Fed it up top to Abby Joe, and she's being trapped, smothered. Somehow should have had a foul, should have had a walk. The referee's just letting her go. Melton with it, right wing. It's up top to Holt. Holt looking, lob down low to Swift, turnaround, good. Got a timeout by Jackson Christian. It's another full. We'll stay here with it. Here and getting ready. Let's see. I think he called a 30, but it's got I don't think he's got a 30 left. But either way, it's a full. We'll stay here with it. Well, guys, Brian Just as of right now, how many points does Ella Busby have?
26.
26.
13 out of 17 from the foul line.
She's got over half of our points.
Yep.
So, here's the thing. Like I said, no matter what, win or lose, Ella's had a lot of turnovers tonight. She's threw the ball to the other team a lot, but darn if she ain't made up with it by effort, getting to the foul line and some tough baskets.
And you know what? She's saved a bunch of turnovers too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, she's made herself available when teammates got in trouble or was able to get herself out of traps from time to time.
And I think that's something good for a lot of her teammates to be looking at and say, hey, Ella's had a lot of mess-ups, but she's also carried us through this, that it's okay to mess up.
Yeah. Keep playing.
Yeah,
Keep
learn from it and get better, because Ella's done that today. All right, Summertown going to have to break full court pressure coming out of the timeout. It's full court man, looks like. Looking for the home run. Gives up to Ellie Lou.
Just back it out.
Ellie Lou just got hammered. And let's see. It's only, well, that should be 5 and should send Ellie Lou to the foul line for the bonus.
You know, Clint, something that I was going to try to save till the end of the game, but for a young, inexperienced team like we have, and this game's been really physical. It'd been easy for us to have been, I like to use the term punked out.
Yeah.
But we haven't. We haven't been punked out. We've made mistakes, but now we have not been punked out. We stayed aggressive, kept the fight.
Well, I can honestly say, even though I'm not a Summertown person, Brian, I don't think that's ever been a problem.
No, no.
Ellie Lou doing a great job stepping up, knocking down 2 free throws. The sophomores had a good day here in Wayne County. Hall of Fame week. We're down to 38 seconds. 7-point lead again for Summertown. Swift with it. Driving, gets tripped by Jones.
If he would have called a walk right there, this guy was fixing to come.
Yeah.
Coach for Jackson Christian was about to eat that clipboard in half. So Jackson Christian, just the 3rd foul on Summertown this quarter. Bradford to Little. Little looking back up top to Bradford. Fading down low to Holt. Out to Swift for 3 at top of the key. No good. Little with a rebound. 3-pointer, no good. Long and Melton fighting for the rebound. They're going to say it goes off of Blakely Melton. So now Summertown's going to have to break the press again. Kind of look for this 4-cross home run ball. You see it, Brian? Think it's coming?
Yep.
Nope. Going to get it into Ella, which is probably not another bad idea. Let Ella get to the free throw line. And it will. Busby's going to go to the free throw line. Make or miss. I think Summertown's going to hold on with only 7.1 seconds to go. And Coach Gene said they needed to be tested, and they have.
It's been a good test. It's been a physical. It's been battle. I mean, Jackson Christian's play, they've tried to defend. I mean, they've bodied us. I mean, it's been a good test for our team.
Ella Busby knocks that one down. She's got one more coming.
You know, us Summertown folks, we knew what we had in Ella Busby, but I think a lot of people are getting to see tonight what we all knew.
Absolutely.
She's got it all.
I think they gave those points the wrong side. But either way, Summertown's going to win this one as on the back of Ella Busby and start out 2-0 on this 2024-2025 basketball season. Brian, I tell you what, you need a minute to –
I can do it. I can do it. I'll just do our side. We got Abby Jo Schaefer. She finished with 4 points. Jones finished with 2. Blackwood finished with 4. Gabby Long finished with 6. Mason come in there with 2, 4, 8 points. And Gabby Long had 9. And then that leaves us Ella Busby, who finished with a game high 28 points and 15 of 19 from the free throw line. So just all around great game by her.
And again, our Fields and Brown Barbershop player of the game, without a doubt, Ella Busby. It's one of those, Adam, you've coached with me for a long time. Effort will make up for a lot of mistakes. That's 100% what Ella Busby did in this game.
Yeah, she did, man. She's just a fun kid to watch. She plays hard, like everyone's talked about. And the thing about it is, she draws a ton of fouls. She causes a ton of turnovers. But yet, when she gets the free throw line, she's knocking them down,
That's right.
too. So, I think Summertown played hard today. It definitely wasn't a pretty game. I wasn't happy with it. I thought we had way too many turnovers. We're careless with the ball at times. But, look, second game of the season, you have to see and know what you got to work on, and Coach Gene will.
I think it'll be a good game that a lot of these kids can go back and watch our replay and see this and say, that's what I should have done there. Yeah. That's what Coach is meaning when he says take it instead of looking for somebody to pass it to. And, it's good to have those games early. Hey, it's good to have those games, and as sloppy as they were, and we're 2-0.
Yeah.
That's right.
So with that said, we're getting ready for the same two squads. Going to do it again in the boys' side. I'm going to hit the road on this one, and I'm going to leave it up to Brian and Adam. May stick around and watch the ball game, but I'm going to leave the broadcast part up to these two. So with that said, thank you again, at Will, for all you do, because I'm not going to sign off the last one. So for Brian Long, for Adam Lindsay, this is Clint Brazier saying so long. We'll see you in a few minutes for another boys contest here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local